Brand new Ralph Lauren's Ralph Club New York. Is it worth it? Or some of these better? What's going on, guys? My name is Neeb. Welcome back to AROMATIX, the brand new Ralph Lauren club, and a bunch of brand new clones, inspos, whatever the front door you want to call them. But we also have a niche fragrance that I just bought, and much like I've been saying in the most recent videos, I'm going to start mixing. Why don't you guys see the niche that I buy? Who's going to tell you better when something is actually worth 250, 300 bucks than somebody who loves the cheapies? And in this video, you'll see which one is worth the money, despite the fact that it comes with a crazy-ass motherfucking price tag. First one is this brand new Ralph's Club. So they sent me a lab sample and I did a video for them and I really enjoyed the fragrance. That's the only reason why. However, I did notice a little difference in the full bottle. It's better. It's richer. It's been macerating, that word that a lot of you guys use improperly in the comment section, and maturing, okay? It's been maturing, basically. The maceration is when it happens in the mixing process. It's the actual mixing that the maceration. After that, it matures. You will never masturbate your fragrance. You will only mature them. What? Oh shit, I think I used the wrong words. You shouldn't, at least, okay? So let them mature. This is a matured version of that fragrance, and it smells really damn good, man. This is a high-quality daily style scent. It's a juicy black currant that honestly makes my mouth water, and then a powdery sandalwood with vanilla. Simple. It's not that, crazy in dimensions, but it smells really damn good. This is something that I would personally recommend as a daily scent. Gym, school, office, it's safe for everywhere. I love Ralph's Club, the Ralph's Club Elixir. It's a little bit more polarizing. Even the Eau de Parfum, the Parfum version, also Polo Red Parfum. I personally like it, okay? Moving on to the next fragrance. This is not that expensive, and I don't know how I feel about this one because the original in itself, I'm not that crazy about it, okay? And it is Vanilla Zenith White by French Avenue. The reason I'm not crazy about the original is because it does an amber, vanilla, chocolate, powdery sandalwood, and it sounds great, right? Until you add the amber and citrus. So it's very polarizing in that way. I have started to grow an appreciation for vanilla diorama, and I even thought about buying the original one just for reference points and library's sake, obviously. But this one being not that close and having a step down, obviously, than the original one, I'm kind of like on the fence about it. I would personally rank this like a 7.1, okay? I'm not crazy about it. It's vanilla, it's chocolate, powders. Yes, it'll remind you of vanilla diorama. Maybe not like the best, but the fragrance itself is it's hard for me to get into, really. If you like citruses and ambers and you like vanilla diorama or want to get an idea, this is a fair purchase to pick up in getting that idea exactly. It's just very different, man. Amber, vanilla, chocolate, and then also citrus. So it's kind of for those people who like chocolate-covered oranges. Even vanilla diorama itself, right? Okay, moving on. This next one, I love Ombre Nomade and I love the Shadow, which I found to be one of the best, cheaper alternatives, if you will. However, it's so hard to find stock. It's never in stock. And so I stopped looking for anything that smells like it because everything else was okay, and that at best. Until that is, I saw Al Mukhtalif Silver. Al Mukhtalif Signature. I've been raving about the silver one. I finally decided to go ahead and pick this one up, and it does pretty good. For the price, it's really good. The Shadow comes in at about 60 bucks. This is like $39, $40, and even at that price point or price cut, it's good. It's leathery, it's incensey, peppery, and smoky as well. The one difference that you'll find between this and the quality-wise, obviously it's going to come with a step down of quality, is going to be it's a little more leather than it is inky woods. Simple. Although it will remind you, it still smells pretty damn good. It's more of a smoky, peppery leather with wood undertone or oud style of undertone than it is oud. And even Ombre Nomade itself has more of like a harsh pepper than it does woods. Moving on to the next one. This has been getting a lot of traction, a lot of their other fragrances as well. So I started with Gulf Orchid's Mango Bliss in the God of Fire Clone War. I think it was one of the closer ones, but it performance-wise was okay. And then I started seeing them really pop up on short platforms. So Joma has these at like 35, 40 bucks. I was like, let me grab them all and see what the hell the hype is all about. This is the one that I first cracked into. It's the DXB Mason Asrar. And immediately, it's a take on Afternoon Swim. It's not a clone, okay? Because this has more of, if you were to concoct a fruit juice of just citruses, lemons, oranges, mandarins, you'd end up with something that smells like Afternoon Swim with a little green rind undertone. Now with this one, it smells like that, but adding Sunny D. So a little bit more metallic, more ambroxan, even some may call it synthetic. However, Because of that, or because of the longevity with Louis Vuitton's Afternoon Swim is fantastic, but the issue with that is it doesn't last because of a lot of the naturals. It can't. The volatility and the weight of those molecules are pretty light, so they dissipate pretty quickly, and you get a lower performing fragrance. Now, in order to combat that, you have to add more ambroxans, more synthetics, and every single inspo smells pretty damn synthetic. This one, you could smell that it has a lot more of the ambroxan in it, and it has more of like this Sunny Delight style of juice. Imagine fruit juice freshly squeezed versus Sunny D, okay? More sugar, more artificials, but it still tastes good and it still smells good. I can taste this actually, but it does definitely veer off from the DNA. If you like that scent profile, understanding that this one has a more metallic vibe and kind of indicative of the way that the bottle looks, it's not that bad for the price. Now, in terms of the performance and the projection, I'll be honest, I am done wearing LV's Afternoon Swim, at least for a little while, because I wore about like 8 or 9 of them, and this is one of the brands that's been the most highly requested in the comment section for, checking out. So Maison Asrar DXB, it's another Afternoon Swim inspo, and it's really not that bad. I have to give it a full wearing still, but as of right now, it's like a metallic version of Afternoon Swim. Last but not least, expensive, but I love this. I sampled a shit ton of precious liquid fragrances, and the newest one is this one called Sangria Oak. I loved it, and so I decided to pick it up. The main note of this one is indicative of the name, Sangria, and the oak. The Sangria in itself smells like this boozy, but also tart style of scent with this woody, dark oak and patchouli dry down. It kind of reminds me of like this tart style of raspberry with hints of lemon. It's almost like if you took like raspberry lemonade, but then you added a shit ton of like earth and booze. It's a spiked raspberry lemonade to my nose. And in all honesty, I mean, it's very specific, it's very different, but I don't necessarily think that I would recommend this for like daily wear or you have to have it. It is, however, niche, and it was unique enough for me to grab for my collection, and I personally love that vibe. This is a whole ass vibe. It's like springtime, summertime, not necessarily the hottest weather because of that earth, but maybe during the midday, brisk winds, etc., I'd rock something like this. Like I said though, it's very expensive. Grab a sample first. Do not just blind buy something like this. Now, on the opposite side of the spectrum, even though this may be like 130 as of right now, it's blind buy safe. I wouldn't necessarily say that you can't find it on discounters when it does, but it is still blind buy safe. This, not quite. It's very specific. Pink lemonade vibes, you get the rest. And that's it, you guys. This is the most recent fragrance bowl that I have. One that I think is worth it, and maybe even more worth it when the prices start to come down, and some newer discoveries in the cheap and niche realm. My name is Neeb. Thank you so much for tuning back in AROMATIX, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.